Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Wicked Sports. This is the Miami Minute. We cover my favorite team, the Miami Dolphins. And I want to, just start off saying that this is Thursday Night Football recap. First one I've done. It's a little late. It is 12:33. I gave myself about an hour to digest what I watched. Normally, I try to give myself a little bit more time, but I do have to edit this and then sleep at some point tonight. So I figured this was enough time. So if I miss anything crazy important, I apologize. I will do my best, however. So the Miami Dolphins upset the Baltimore Ravens 22-10 on Thursday Night Football. And hey, Thursday Night Football is crazy. Really, anything can happen. I don't think anybody, myself included, thought that the Dolphins were going to win. I thought best case scenario, they'd play them close. But especially when earlier on in the day, it was announced that Tua was not going to play. Brissett was. I just thought, hey, there's probably no chance here. Brissett didn't move the ball especially well against the Houston Texans, who supposedly are a worse defense than the Ravens, although the Ravens are clearly not a great defense, not the Ravens of old anymore. Credit to the defense from Miami. They played incredibly hard. They shut down the Ravens, kept them off the field by not allowing them to convert third downs. And then Xavier Howard specifically, I'm so glad that we paid that man. I mean, one of our wins came because of a play he made against the New England Patriots with the fumble recovery. This one, he really provided a big spark for the Dolphins, forcing, recovering, and then running the fumble in for a touchdown. So I got to give him a huge shout out and a lot of credit. I almost wonder if Brian Flores was not confident that the Dolphins could run the defense necessary to hold teams to what they've been able to hold the Texans and now more impressively the Ravens to the last couple of weeks. And I do get that there were a decent amount of new players. There were rookies such as Holland, who, hey, as much as we complain about all of Chris Greer's draft picks, he did nail it with Holland. Holland's a star in the making, and he had one of his best games, probably his best game of the season tonight. He was flying all over the place, causing lots of pressure. He did get hit for a penalty for roughing the passer, though I do not agree that should have been a penalty. Really, the only negatives I can say for the defense is that on that drive where Baltimore scored the touchdown, where they started on their own half-yard line, they had a pretty bad roughing the passer that I'm not going to argue from Baker. I do get, like, Baker's a hard-nosed player. He's quite tough and has a bit of an edge to him, which makes him as good of a player he is. But it does lead to moments like that where he did rough Lamar Jackson. No qualms about that call, that's for sure. But then the call on Holland especially, and even the pass interference later during the drive, I don't necessarily agree with. It seemed like it was almost. I'm not gonna say there's a conspiracy of any sort, but if you did want to say there's a conspiracy of any sort, then the sort would be they wanted to keep the Ravens in the game, so they had some questionable penalties on that touchdown drive. Again, I would never say that. People on Twitter say that, and maybe I liked those tweets, but I certainly would never say that. And then finally, got to give a huge shout out to Tua. He didn't start the game, but he seemed engaged on the sideline. Brissett hurt his knee. I don't know what was going on with the field. My guess is that they had a game Saturday with the University of Miami, and then they had the game Sunday, and now they're having a game Thursday, and it just wasn't enough time to make the field look good or really be good. Players were slipping all over the place. Jacoby Brissett got his leg, or rather his cleat, caught in the turf, bummed his knee. He looks like he could have come back in, but I think the way he was playing at the beginning of that game, aside from the throw to Ford, which was a wide open blown coverage. He just wasn't getting it done when they were giving him very good field position. So I understand the decision to go to Tua. And of course, I would never root for anyone to get injured. But with Tua in there, I was thrilled. I am a huge fan of Tua. There's no secret on this channel. And I think, the best thing the Dolphins can do is play him as much as possible, because they're going to have to make a decision on what they do here. And I don't think trading for Deshaun Watson's the move. I've made that quite clear. I would rather see Tua stay than that. But I thought he showed a tremendous amount of resilience and heart coming out there, leading the Dolphins to a victory, this 22-10 victory. And yeah, other than that, I think if they can continue, the playoffs are they're not going to make the playoffs. They'd have to finish probably 10-7, and that'd require them winning 9 games in a row. Not impossible, sure, because hey, the Ravens looks like potentially the best team in the AFC, and they beat them tonight. But again, short week, Thursday. Ravens are coming off an overtime victory against the Vikings the week before, and perhaps overlooks the Dolphins here. But I think what we really need is to just play Tua as much as possible, see what we have, and kind of go from there. And I'll be honest, it feels like Tua was benched in this game more than he couldn't go, because when he was out there, I did not see, much of a difference in his throwing from like normal. I don't know. I think hopefully this is the start. This is wishful thinking, of course, but maybe this is the start of Tua seizing the starting quarterback job and just running with it from here on out. I certainly hope that. Hopefully that's not too fan fiction-y for you all. Love to hear what you guys thought about Tua's play in the comments section down below. But we'll see. For now, 2 wins in a row. I'm quite happy. Again, they don't have their first round pick, so there's no use in losing. And if maybe they can finish the season strong, they can kind of take that momentum into next season, and perhaps for the first time in the Flores era, not start off flat and not have a slow start to a season and potentially make the playoffs next year. I'm getting way ahead of myself, of course. For now, they're 3-7. Still not great, but a great win tonight. And like I said, I'd love to hear what your thoughts about it in the comment section down below. Hopefully I'm not too mellow in this one. Obviously I'm quite tired, but hopefully I brought a little bit of energy, and if not, I had at least a somewhat soothing enough voice for you to get into it. Regardless, subscribe to the channel if you like this. We cover the Dolphins, Saints, Patriots, Bruins, and Celtics all in depth, and then we cover all the major sports generally. So any kind of big moves that we see fit. We have a video coming out almost every single day in formats like this, or formats where I'm interviewing somebody who's more of an expert on the various sports or subjects that we're covering. So if you like this, I think you'll like that. So why don't you subscribe? If you're in for more of like a comedy feel, subscribe to our main channel. That is Wicked Good Everything. And if you're interested in podcasts, specifically podcasts about like reality television, subscribe to our other channel, Better Radio, where we cover Big Brother and Survivor, amongst many other shows over there. You can follow the channel on Twitter at WickedGoodSport, or at WickedEverything on Instagram at WickedGoodEverything, and Twitch at twitch.tv/WickedGoodEverything, and on TikTok, search Wicked Good Everything and search Wicked Good Sports. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you in the next one.